Hi from Applied Salesforce channel. In this discussion, let us take a few of the critical Salesforce entities for a spin. We will look at a simple scenario. We have three actors. One is Datao.com, a consulting company, and Salesforce system integrator. And second is there's solar global solar incorporated and next gen apparel company. So these two are enterprises, and you have John Weiss, VP of customer relations, and Mark Strutz, CTO of next gen apparel company. And the situation is we have Dreamforce, which is one of the well-known symposiums hosted by Salesforce every year. And Datao.com, in order to boost their marketing efforts, they book a booth in Dreamforce. While Global Solar Incorporated and Next Gen Apparels, they decided to implement Salesforce, especially Sales Cloud, to beef up their sales operations and to optimize their the processes, sales processes. So they John Weiss and Mark Strutz decided to drop in at Dreamforce, and they incidentally met with the people from Data Ode, and during the discussions, marketing lead from Data Ode captures some of the details from John Weiss, and he also logs some details from Mark Strutz. So he actually creates two lead records in their system. So some of the attributes, when you say some of the attributes of these leads, are the company that they work for. You can have the company information like the website, the revenue, the number of employees of this company, the location, etc. Apart from that, the lead record would also capture the personal information of the person who is interacting on behalf of the company. So in this case, the first name, last name, the email address, the phone number, designation, etc. All these things are now logged into leads. So as far as a simplified definition of lead is a prospect. So the information is logged, and the Dreamforce is over. Let's assume that Dreamforce is over, and a week down the line, John Weiss and Mark Strutz, they get a call from the marketing team in Data Ode. So they start off with icebreakers, and they discuss that you guys dropped in at Dreamforce, and then we discussed briefly on some of the requirements that you have. How about that? And they will also analyze, right? So Data would marketing team would also analyze the need, and whether the is it the appropriate time, at what time they wanted to implement the solution, and whether they have the budget, and whether John Weiss and Mark Strutz are influential people within their organization, whether they can take are they decision makers, etc. There are a lot of other analysis that happens within Data Ode, and based on some of the principles or processes established in Data Ode, the team decides that Mark Strutz from Next Gen Apparel, he is ready to offer the implementation project to Data Ode. So at this juncture, the marketing team would convert the lead, right? The marketing team would convert this lead. When you say lead conversion, the lead record would essentially be converted into account and contact, and optionally an opportunity. Okay, so uh, because this lead essentially has details about all, right? So it has details about the account. So when you say account, it is the company that John Weiss and Mark Strutz worked for. That becomes the account. Let's say in this case, Mark Strutz is when Mark Strutz gets converted. The account is Next Gen Apparel, and Mark Strutz becomes the contact, right? So, and it is optional to create an opportunity. So, opportunity is a revenue generating event. So, essentially, if they were discussing on the implementation of Salesforce Sales Cloud, so that is an opportunity. Salesforce implementation is an opportunity. So essentially, the lead would, once converted, would create accounts, contacts, and optionally an opportunity, right? So this essentially sums up the critical Salesforce entities, which are leads, accounts, contacts, and opportunities. Thank you.